Hello Whovians, and welcome back to the main channel, and welcome to the Comic-Con special of Whovian news. Got 3 points to talk about, and we're going to talk about my overall opinion of the Comic-Con panel. So people were sharing videos from the Comic-Con panel online, and I have saved one of the videos, but we'll get onto that just before I talk about that section of news. So let's start off with the fun element. Russell T Davies announced that Kylie Minogue, who was in Doctor Who years ago, was watching Rogue and texted Russell at the time where the Doctor is singing along to Kylie Minogue, which is interesting. Millie Gibson, when talking, snowfalled because they were trying to pull a they were trying to give a reference to the last series, which worked perfectly. And I think that overall, I think the announcements were really good. I do think that one of the announcements, which we'll talk about, some people was slightly disappointed at. I say slightly because we had over-egged it, and we were expecting a certain character to be in it, and then they're not in it, but it's still exciting as a whole. So let's delve into our first piece of news. The first piece of news is that in Series 15, we will get the second half of the Ruby Sunday saga. What I mean by that is that in the first series, we had working out who's Ruby's mother and all the actual facts behind that. This is the aftermath of that, which is the PTSD, the adventures. This is all the family drama that comes with it, and her lack of, her sadness of missing out on all these wonderful brand new adventures. I nearly fell off my chair. So that's what they're going to be doing. So Ruby is going to have some of her arc. Now, included in Series 15, we're going to have a brand new companion, and it's got me thinking. The character name that was announced at Comic-Con, they've not given any more, any more future opinion on whether or not it's linked to the Sarah Jane adventures or not. Because she's called Belinda, which is a very good name for a companion. Belinda Chandra. So, I did think about this. I've had time to think. Because it was yesterday when this was all announced. So I've had time to think. And I'm thinking to myself, right, so it can't be Riley's child. Due to the fact that if we think that the Big Finish is canon, they never mentioned that Riley's got a child in any of the Big Finish box sets about the Madame Road gang. So I personally don't think that can be possible. But if we're setting her character even further forward than what Big Finish have done, then yes, that probably is more possible then. Russell did briefly make a joke about Big Finish, but it shows that Russell still cares about Big Finish, is what I'm trying to get at in that sentiment. So I do think that's interesting. It's fascinating. I'm just curious to see whether or not that is true, that it's linked to Rani, or this is just a coincidence. Because obviously, two people could have the same last name and not actually be related. It is possible. So that could happen. The next piece of news we're going to talk about before we get to the main bit is the fact that Joy, played by Nicola Coughlan, for the Christmas special, they played a clip. They showed us a clip, and I am very excited for Joy. Celine, who's one half of the Paternoster gang, but the race of Slovene is returning. I don't know in what instance. The clip we got and the clip we saw, they showed that the Slovene were working business people in this scenario. So I'm curious to see when they're coming, and I'm glad that Stephen Moffat's bringing them back, because Stephen Moffat wrote for them when they first appeared in New Who. Even though they're not like a brand new Who character, they're a classic character, but when they appeared in New Who, it was all written by Stephen Moffat, so it's good that Stephen's still writing for this character. So, I'm very excited to round up the news so far. I'm very excited to see the development of Ruby Sunday. I'm really excited to find out more about Joy in Joy to the World, the 2024 Christmas special. And without further ado, here is the announcement. Here is them announcing the brand new spin-off. Roll VT.
Which has probably been leaked online, but there we go. I'll pretend it hasn't been. We have got a new spin-off coming from the Whoniverse, a brand new show. What happens when the Doctor isn't in town? That's what these shows are about. How does the world cope? And so we've got a 5-part spin-off coming called The War Between the Land and the Sea, which is the story of the Sea Devils from Doctor Who, which were creatures from 1972. There's a race that lives beneath the oceans. They wake up and they see the state of the oceans that we have put it in. We have wrecked the place, and it is war, and it's war on an epic scale. It's got a tremendous cast. I'm here to announce that it is starring Russell Tovey, and Matt and Rob. These are the two leads. We're so excited to work with them. They have both been in Doctor Who before. They're not playing the same parts. This is not Midshipman Frame teaming up with Tish Jones, which I would write, actually, why not? Big Finish can do that. But it's the one look at those two actors. We're so very lucky to have them. Also coming in The War Between the Land and the Sea is Gemma Redgrave as Kate and Alexander Debriant, who's Colonel Christopher Ibrahim, who's been in Doctor Who before. There will be more. That's all the cast are announcing so far. But we're so excited. It starts shooting in August, and it's going to be starts shooting across the world in August. Very exciting. So
well done. So he had already said, it's probably already out there on the internet, but the war between the water. I butchered that name completely, but that is so exciting. Obviously, now we know that Russell Tovey and the woman that plays Tish Jones are not returning as their former characters. They're going to come back as new characters, but how? It will work, trust me. Things always work out in the One Doctor. The Brigadier, Kate Lethbridge-Stewart, is in it, which means that units are going to be a heavy part of it, and the Sea Devils are in it. Are we going to get a redesigned Sea Devil, or are we going to get a Sea Devil that, are we going to get a Chris Chibnall designed Sea Devil, or are we going to get a brand new Russell T Davies original Sea Devil? Don't know. They've not said when this is coming out, the release window, as in late 2025 or early 2025, but they are filming it soon in October around the world. So this must mean it's an international based series. What I mean, that it's not just filmed in Cardiff. It's not just filmed around the UK. It's probably filmed in like Azerbaijan and Moscow, and I'm trying to think of other I don't know, Latvia. I'm trying to think of a couple of obscure countries that they could film in. So, me personally, I'm absolutely excited for it, because I just can't wait. I personally didn't mind Legend of the Sea Devils as an episode, as a special. I didn't mind it. It made me think, we could do more with the Sea Devils. Yeah, we could. So I am both excited, ecstatic, and can't wait to hear more information, plus see a trailer to find out more about our wonderful Sea Devil spin-off. Will it be on BBC Three? Will it be released at midnight? And will it be on Disney Plus? Well, it's definitely going to be on Disney Plus because they've announced it at San Diego Comic-Con, which is in America. So it's definitely going to be on Disney Plus. Will it be a midnight release? Probably, which I'm not too happy about. Will it be on BBC Three when it airs normally? No. It'll be BBC One thing as always. Because I think that the new BBC Three isn't really the place for that type of thing anymore, which is quite sad when you think about it. But BBC, things have to change with the time. Nothing can say how you remember it. Like, some people are probably still upset that BBC Choice don't exist anymore. So, you can't always get the way you want, but you sort of have to go, oh, well, it is what it is. You have to shrug your shoulders and go on with life. So, there you have it. What's your thoughts on the news from Comic-Con? Are you excited to find out more about Joy in the new Joy to the World Christmas special? Are you more excited for the new spin-off? Or are you excited to see how Melinda Chandra, if she's actually linked to the Bannerman Road gang, or if it's just a coincidence? Only time will tell. Down on Tomat. Bye!
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.